Good day everyone! Today, I'll be discussing one of the most important that we have to remember and understand as a future teachers. Because of the many teaching practices that we employ nowadays are all rooted from this different set of beliefs or different philosophies in education. That's why today, I will be scrutinizing the different philosophical foundations of education that is most applicable in the field of teaching. But we will be focusing on their implications to the teaching and learning process. When we speak philosophies of education, it means the sets of beliefs that would inform us how to teach, what to teach, and why teach. The first philosophy that I would be discussing is progressivism. Progressivists believe that individuality, progress, and change are fundamental to one's education. As I observe, teachers nowadays use this philosophy. They center their curriculum on the needs, experiences, interests, and abilities of students. They try making school interesting and useful by planning lessons that provoke the curiosity of the students. The students interact with one another and develop social qualities such as cooperation and tolerance for different points of view. In addition, students solve problems in the classroom similar to those they will encounter in their everyday lives. Progressivists believe that education should be a process of ongoing growth, not just a preparation for becoming an adult. An obvious example of this philosophy would be our class. We are in a groups a lot and we actively learn through discussion. We talk about how what we read can be incorporated into our future teaching careers. Progressivists believes that it is better to learn with hands-on projects rather than memorization of information. The second one is essentialism. Essentialism is a concept that focuses on primary and basic teaching, such as reading, writing, listening, speaking, drawing, and others. I think it is applicable in elementary level. It is a lecture-based classes taught at school where students sit and take notes. The teacher is the accountable for what students accomplish or learn. In this system, students are required to master a set body of information and basic techniques for their grade level before they are promoted to the next higher grade. The teachers also focus on achievement test scores as a means of evaluating progress. Apart from just academic knowledge, essentialism also instills moral values to students to become good human beings. Essentialists hope that when students leave school, they will not only possess basic knowledge and skills, but they will also have discipline, practical minds, and capable of applying lessons learned in school in the real world. Third, perennialism. It is a teacher-centered educational philosophy that focuses on everlasting idea and universal truths. It is also applicable in the field of teaching, especially when students learn from art, history, and literature. Material is taught and delivered to the students, whether they like it or not. They use tried and true teaching methods and techniques that are believed to be most beneficial to disciplining students' minds. Perennialist teachers want to focus on evergreen ideas and avoid other new ideas. In other words, perennialism want to stick with what's tried and true. They want to teach the ideas that last a long time and are applicable to many people through many generations. That way, students are learning what their grandparents learned. The belief is that ideas that have stood the test of time have proven themselves to be worthy of study. Perennialist teachers think it is important that individuals think deeply, analytically, flexibly, and imaginatively. The fourth one is existentialism. In existentialist, teacher is a facilitator of learning rather than a didactic authority. It is also applicable in the field of teaching because teacher is not the center of the instruction but rather a facilitator. The circular arrangement of learners and teachers promotes discussion and ensures that everybody in the classroom can participate. The goal is to help students better understand who they are as individuals, and it focuses on individual development of each student. This also means that the student should have a choice in what they learn and that the curriculum needs to be somewhat flexible. The fifth one is pragmatism. It is applicable in the field of teaching because teachers enhance students' potential to be able to adapt to a constantly changing world. They encourage students to do researches and apply them to the solution of a problem. They believe that students should learn how to make difficult decisions by considering the consequences of their actions. They also teach them to the reality of life and to face the challenges. Because a student doesn't care for learning abstract, theoretical ideas that they will never apply to their lives outside of school. Teachers should focus on creating lessons that involve talking with one another, investigating things through experimentation, making things, and being creative. That is all for today. Have a nice day. Goodbye!